Hello and welcome. Silrace here with World of Tanks. Now as I'm starting to get the hang of this game again and such, I'm also starting to hop up a few tiers to mostly get some credits going and play some of these tanks that I used to play a bunch of that I really enjoy. Mostly tier 7, tier 8 heavies that I have always been fond of. And some tier 9 heavies, but I never really played tier 9 much. And like I mentioned in my very first, Return to World of Tanks video, I never got any of the tier 10s. I didn't bother. And back when I played this game a bunch, there weren't like that many of them anyway. So at this point, this is a map that I don't at least remember ever playing this map. So, hello. You guys hang around here, I see. So let's, and yes, that was a mistake of just going through around the corner. I was expecting them to be a little farther back and not already set up here. But that's fine, that's fine. Now this is more of a tank of like what I am actually used to when it comes to playing a heavy tank. This sort of a thing where I can peek around the corner, let my butt hang around, and so on. And I am just gonna keep these guys locked up, and I am completely and utterly fine doing this for the next 5 minutes. Like, I like this sort of play. This is fine, and that really was mildly annoying. I was really hoping it would go into his turret. Okay. I didn't even realize that I stopped being spotted. But now I am spotted. No longer spotted, and that shot went wide. Shame. That was a fairly juicy shot straight into his front. Into the tiger's front there. But we are being patient. No reason not to be patient. And I mean, if the tiger is leaving, I'm all happy just taking on this KV-85. However, when I look at the minimap, I'm like, okay, well, what's gonna happen now, especially with the KV-85 also leaving, is they're gonna try to push through here. I could have pushed, but that would have isolated this T-150, and I don't want to do that. I'd rather go and back up the friendly here, and if this T-150 is gonna... Here. Yep, don't want to block you. I'm gonna peek the other side, just... If you're locking this down, that's fine. Just be patient. Playing a heavy tank is about being patient, and I really hope you back up a little more and I fluff the shot. Shame that. Shame that. That would have been good. I mean, it is two of us here, essentially holding down a third or a fourth of the enemy team, basically. And now as the, this is the point where I'm like, okay, that thing I remember being really annoying to try to shoot frontally, so let's not shoot at it. But being patient is something I am good at when it comes to these games, at least. So I'm happy waiting. I am happy waiting. Don't really like bush camping at the back. But this Tiger 1 is coming in now. Hello, Tiger 1, here you are. And also, you got my ammo. Well, that's fine. You are now standing in place. Hello. I will shoot you again right through there. And that's you not coming in here. Thanks. Okay, there is a KV-2, and I'm gonna shoot the car out of the way, so that I might be able to get a shot into the KV-2's turret in a little bit. Yes, I have to, that's something which also came to my mind while I'm playing these games, and like, okay, destroy the stuff out of your way, so that you can actually, you know, shoot where you want to head. Okay, that's KV-2 done. And I'm just being patient here, I guess, still. Because this T-28 it kind of locks me in place. I don't want to push as long as it is sitting around there. And if this thing happens to fall back, might be able to get a proper shot into its rear. Now, I'm poking up a little because I haven't seen the T-28 for a bit. Oh, dang it. It's still there, huh? Well, that's gonna talk. Yeah, rushed shot, but didn't go in. Because I rushed the shot because I was really afraid that the T-28 was looking at me. I didn't realize it wasn't, and now it obviously is looking at me. So, there is that. No armor penetrations on that. No armor pen on that. Not frontally with this stuff. Oh, hello. T-28 pulled back, so I am going to cross now. I'm gonna try and get... Hi. He really wants me, huh? Really wants me. This is one of those funky situations where it's like, oh, yeah, you really want me, huh? Well, and apparently I can't get you. But I will go here, and since you're getting shot in the side, I'm just gonna reverse around and stop you from shooting me. And if all you do is stare at me, then it's your problem. That's your problem entirely. Now, obviously at this point I have so little HP that I have to be very careful of not peeking alone at things. And I'm kind of expecting this thing, like I have been expecting this, whatever this is, never seen it before, to come and try to assassinate me a whole lot earlier, a whole lot faster by now. And I'm gonna try and peek that T-28, hoping that it's looking at somebody else. Yep, it is. And that went over, and then finally comes the assassination attempt. Here we go. Wiggle the tank. Good luck with that. You're looking away now. Where's you gone? And nope. Nope, I have some armor in this thing. Some at least. Oh, it's running away. Okay. Well, that means we can just go in there then. If it decides to run the heck away. And did you see that shot? That didn't even go into the aiming reticle. It was like that's where the randomizer was like, okay, well, you have been missing enough right now, so you can have this one. But yeah, patience is something I've slowly learning again. And also the fact that I do like playing heavy tanks, being patient and simply holding angles, holding corners, so on. I am fine doing that and just blocking multiple people in place for minutes on end. I'm happy to play that game. Anyway, let's hop on to another one. Game 2 then. So I thought this would make a very good companion game to the first one, with the point of view that I do have some rather impatient enemies on here. Or I suppose I could also call it arrogance, considering I am in a tier 8 tank, right? And this is a mix of tier 8 and tier 9s. So I am going to be facing a bunch of tier 9s which either play very impatiently or they are playing fairly arrogantly, in the sense that, hey, I am tier 9, that's tier 8, I'm supposed to be able to bully the tier 8. Granted, I am not very good at this game and so on, but I am starting to understand the basics again on how this stuff works and so forth. And I am just going to here to mess with the corner and essentially try to stop halt their advance, let's put it this way, so they don't get at least past this corner. Hi there, A50. No, that one didn't work, but it is aware of my presence now. It is not gonna push here without, you know, having to at least consider the fact that it may take some damage. While I am waiting for the E75 to get here to actually take this corner. And as soon as the E75 appears, I will happily give him this corner. That's a big tank. You can have the corner. I am happy to play support for you all day here, and do the same thing, right? Peek with the E-75 and so on. Do all of that stuff. Now that T-30 on the opposite, going over there, that is going to be a little bit of an issue. So, however, here we go. This is what I meant about being impatient. Okay? That's an E-50. It's a medium tank. I don't. Yeah, I mean it's firing APCR shells at me and everything, but this is impatience at play, to me at least. This is arrogance at play to me, you know. Granted, yeah, sure, it hit me there and did damage and stuff, but it's coming with its side on towards me. Like, really? Do you really want to shoot that badly that you are willing to take the 400 damage trades, essentially? Against the tier 8? No, you're looking in different direction. I'm gonna have another shot at you. No, T-30 is now there. No, thankfully it missed. Now, look at this E-50 play. I am fully reloaded at this point. I can, well, granted it hits me and deals damage, but I didn't lock it in place. And there, to me, there is the impatience and possibly a little bit of arrogance of like, oh, it's tier 8, I'll just shoot it to pieces. Right there. That's another tier 8. And that one actually plays a little bit scared because, you know, let's not rush into a big gun, right? However, at this point, I realized that the Conqueror is in trouble and T-30 was chasing it. So I was like looking at like, do I have to go there and help? And this is where, well, this is kind of damage trade I'm sort of willing to take. Yes, if I get a second shot in, I have a good chance of actually destroying that. And getting damage into the E-75 is nice. And yeah, my turret armor just absorbed everything there. Got really lucky on that front. The email tool, I seem to remember that thing having a really tough turret. I think, yeah, it was in about 4 years ago when I made videos, you know, a few of them anyway. Played the game for very shortly. I seem to remember that being really tough tank, so I don't want to try to fight that frontally anyway. However, I also don't want somebody to now get really cocky and come rushing the E-75. So I am reloading here into APCR shells, just in case, because I am fully expecting this E-75 to go now, alright, like the opposing E-75 to go, well, that E-75 is one shot. I'm gonna come around the corner, I'm gonna finish the job. And so I want to be able to at least, hopefully, track the E-75, if it does come through. But instead, it is pushing the Conqueror, and at this point I'm like, well, you have this full health tank destroyer for help. I'm gonna go on this side to help with the Conqueror, to help the Conqueror out. Because if the E-75 shoots me and destroys me, you know, I have the wrong sort of ammo loaded for this, and apparently not allowed. But if the E-75 shoots and destroys me, that means these two tier 9s here can actually just do the work. And that would be a... I would be entirely fine with that trade. However, there is only 2 targets left now and everybody is converging in here and so on. But yeah, this is... I played really patient in the first one, or at least for the most part, and in here I also managed to play patient and punish the impatience of the opponents. I kind of like these two games from that point of view, like, I'm especially looking back at my own play, yes, I can figure out things I could have done different, not necessarily should have, but could have done differently, and so forth, and I did get lucky of bouncing stuff off my of my turret and so on. But I managed to essentially punish aggression and impatience by a tier 9 medium tank quite hard. So I'm kind of happy with that. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I will see you folks next time with more World of Tanks.